Good morning. Last weekend in February. Well, next Wednesday, 1st of March. In some countries, Balkan countries, they call it Martinica, beginning of spring. Well, I've been told as a child that the beginning of spring is 21st of March, but I'll take it. So, it feels a little bit, we're back obviously at the allotment, and it feels a little bit like revolving doors. I haven't brought the things which are going to go into the greenhouse, but there are things which are definitely should be out of the greenhouse. So I will be bringing some leeks, and these have been resown by the way, and I will be bringing some more flowers. But what we're going to be taking up, let's just have a look. Okay, well, we will be taking out these sweet peas. I will plant them for simple reason that they're going in a space which is going to be less accessible for planting once I plant broad beans, and also want to see if they're going to actually survive. If not, I will buy, without feeling too much of sort of shameful sort of gardener's failure, I will be buying some more, but these guys are going out. Now, also I would put out the first lot of the broad beans. Let's see how we progress with that. Now, what is lovely to see is that germination on the peas out there. I think some of the salads could go out because they are quite tolerant to cold. They're tolerant to -5. And we could probably put some Swiss chard under little covers, and even the pak choi. So let's just see what we manage, because what we do and what we actually can do is a different matter. I'm just having a very quick look here in how the Cosmos is doing, because we had some frost, but with a bit of cover and obviously with a bit of heating from those paraffin heaters, they're surviving. I have brought some of the overwintered chilies and they're doing fine in here. And the rest of them are in this area. I've got 4 more at home which are going to be brought in this afternoon together with the leeks. But I need to make some space for things to be brought in. So let's just start the revolving door and start planting things out. Well, this week the area we're going to be mainly preoccupied is this. So I need to clear whatever needs to be cleared up, and we start planting sweet peas right by the obviously support for them, and I'm gonna take all this and plant the broad beans in this bed. Also, the herb bed looks like some of it might have not survived. I don't think my Attica tree cabbage survived. So we're going to take all this out, and this year I will try to do something a little bit more experimental, put quite a bit of lovely manure here and plant some cucumbers to climb on this side of the walkway. So Nigel is gonna do and finish this area when we're going to be having pots with squashes. So that's going to be very helpful. We will leave that for a year to really get rid of the most persistent weeds. And hopefully we can complete that today as well. All we had to do here, this is no big bed, there was absolutely minimal weeds, so all we had to do is to gently rake it and pick anything of, I would say, that size. So maybe 4 or 5 bits of weed. And now I will bring out the sweet peas and plant directly next to the support. Nigel finished this path, and hopefully next week we might be putting some pots here covered with cardboard ready for planting of the squashes. Voila! Sweet peas planted. Fingers crossed they survive. And now we're going to plant right in the middle here the broad beans. And the broad beans, the first lot I'm going to plant is the crimson flowered. They look quite nice and strong, and I will cover them with fleece. Planting out broad beans. And for this, I'm actually going to use my hori knife. I am mindful, I did use the little scoop to plant the sweet peas, but I am mindful that obviously we are no-dig and we try not to disturb the soil too much. These look lovely and very nice strong roots, those which germinated. So I just try to pick it out. There's nothing in there. Okay. I just leave that one here. This one goes straight in. Cover it up. And then very closely just give it a little wiggle and then try to slide this one out. I know people say don't to press them too much. I always have, and nothing really terrible happened. So I give them a little space, and then I'm gonna do another one. There's a quite good germination. I can see not everyone made it. Well, okay, I have 2 rows of broad beans planted. Not as expertly as I was hoping for. So the first two, hopefully they will support each other. That is red flowered, and this one is masterpiece green. I'm so wonky, and I so know that I should be using the string, but well, what can you say? So I'm going to be covering that with heavy fleece for a week or so, but I also have some seedlings of parsley which I'm going to just plant at the edge here. So the first bed is planted. I left a little bit of that bed at the end for melon, and we have a little bit of parsley along that edge. Parsley should be okay. And I'm just going to go and plant some pak choi and Swiss chard, and perhaps also cover that with a bit of fleece and see how that goes. I've got some more in a greenhouse, so if they don't survive, we have some more. That's mainly pak choi here in the middle for plants, and some Swiss chard on either side, and I'm gonna cover that with fleece. This is first time we are forcing rhubarb, and I just want to have a look. How does it look inside? Well, it's looking good. I won't harvest anything because there's only few which are about 20 centimeters. We'll let it go a little bit longer, maybe a week, and then that's going to be our first forced rhubarb harvest. On the other hand, the other crown, which didn't show any signs of life, I can just see it here. So is there. That's Fenton Special. It's just started to spring to life. So that is a good news, because I thought we've lost that. And just under that tree, when we made the wild flower bed, look at those little tete-a-tetes. Well, everything is really coming up. But that's exciting.
That's it for today. We've been putting the weed control down over the path. Malkosha's been very busy planting leeks,
No, darling, I've been planting broad beans
and sweet peas
and parsley and pak choi and some sweet chard, and we covered it all with fleece, so hopefully it will be fine. And what else did we do? Had a look at the rhubarb and had a look at the bees, and they both hives have been seem to be surviving, and the rhubarb is getting there. So it's been all in all quite good
morning.
Yeah.
Or early afternoon.
Yeah.
As it's now nearly 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So we're going to say goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here are the leeks.
Here are the leeks.
Here are the leeks.